You've got quarters sitting in a jar right now, maybe in your car, maybe in a drawer that you haven't opened in 10 years. And I'm going to show you 10 of them. 10 quarters that sold at heritage auctions for prices that will make you want to go empty every jar in your house. Let's get into it. 1950 Washington quarter. Proof coin. You look at this thing and it almost doesn't look real. The field, that flat background area, looks like a mirror. You can see your reflection in it. That frosted design popping off the liquid surface, that contrast is what collectors call deep cameo, and it's stunning. Now here's what makes this one special. PCGS and NGC combined, the two biggest grading services in the country, have each only certified 2 examples of this quarter in Proof 68 deep cameo. Not 2,000, just 2. This beautiful quarter coin sold at auction for $31,200. That's coin number 1. We haven't gotten to the quarter that sold for over $500,000 yet. Stay with me. Now I want to show you something. This next quarter looks dirty. Honestly, first time you lay eyes on it, you're going to think somebody dug it out of the backyard. It's got this deep toning running all across it. Crimson, gold, amber. Looks like it's been through some things. Don't clean it. Don't even think about it. That toning won't hurt the value of your coin. This dirty old coin is graded Mid-State 68 by PCGS and endorsed by CAC, the Certified Acceptance Corporation, which means a second set of expert eyes looked at it and agreed that it's exceptional. It is the sole finest 1939S Washington quarter certified at that grade anywhere in the world. Not one Mid-State 68 example had ever appeared at public auction before this coin hit the block. That toning you're looking at, that's what $30,000 looks like. Coming up, a quarter that was struck on a gold coin, quarter with only 72,000 ever made, and the single most valuable quarter ever sold at heritage auctions. Don't go anywhere. The 1932 Denver minted Washington quarter, key date of the entire Washington quarter series. Only 436,800 were struck at the Denver Mint. Now that sounds like a decent number until you compare it to the millions that were struck at other mints in other years. This is one of the lowest mintages in the Washington quarter series. But here's what really sets this one apart. This is the only Mint State 66 or finer 1932 Denver minted quarter certified by both PCGS and NGC combined. The only one. Every other high-grade example falls short of this mark. This 1932 Denver minted Washington quarter, graded Mint State 66 by PCGS, sold at heritage auctions for $89,125. Pay attention here because this one is genuinely one of the most unusual errors I've ever come across. 1970 San Francisco minted Washington quarter. Proof. Struck at the San Francisco Mint. Looks a little golden, right? There's a reason for that. This coin was struck on the wrong planchet. Somebody at the San Francisco Mint fed an 1898 $5 gold half eagle into the press. A gold coin. And they struck a proof quarter right on top of it. If you look closely with a magnifier, parts of the original 1898 gold coin are still visible underneath. The date 1898 is faintly visible below the wreath of the reverse. This is the only known proof off-metal error of this type in existence. This 1970S Washington quarter, overstruck on an 1898S $5 half eagle, was graded Proof 66 by NGC and sold at heritage auctions for $93,000. 4 coins in, haven't broken 6 figures on a single coin yet. This one's going to take a second to wrap your head around. One side looks like a Sacagawea dollar. The other side looks like a South Carolina state quarter, and that's exactly what it is. In the year 2000, something went wrong at the Philadelphia Mint. A Sacagawea dollar obverse die got paired with a South Carolina state quarter reverse die, and it was struck on a Sacagawea dollar planchet. That's called a Mule, a coin made from dies that were never supposed to go together. And this isn't just rare. This is the only known example of this specific combination. One coin on the entire planet. A Coin World front page story in June 2022 broke the discovery to the numismatic community, more than 20 years after it was struck. This 2000 Denver minted Sacagawea dollar, muled with a South Carolina quarter, was graded Mint State 64 by PCGS, and it sold at heritage auctions for $84,000. The 1901 San Francisco Barber quarter. David Lawrence, one of the most respected names in numismatics, calls this the king of all barber quarters. This is not hype. A little more than 72,000 of these were struck at the San Francisco Mint in 1901. There were very few coin collectors on the West Coast at the time. Most of these quarters went directly into circulation and got spent. As a result, mint state examples are very rare, and superb gems are almost non-existent. This one graded mint state 67 by PCGS with a CAC endorsement. Population shows 2 coins at this level. Only one mint state 68 has ever been certified by either service. This 1901S King of All Barber quarters sold at auction for $258,000. 3 coins left and we still haven't hit the top. One of these is older than the United States. Don't touch that dial. Carson City, Nevada, 1871. The mint had only opened the year before, and they struck quarters. Not many, almost 11,000 of them. Carson City specialist Rusty Go ranks the 1871 Carson City among the 8 rarest date and denomination combinations in the entire Carson City coin series, silver and gold combined. That list includes coins that sell for millions of dollars. Here's where it gets serious. Only 3 examples have ever been certified in mint state. 3. Experts estimate that only 45 to 60 examples survive today in any condition at all. This is the finest certified example in existence. This 1871 Carson City seeded Liberty quarter was graded mint state 65 by PCGS. It has the green CAC sticker, and it sold at auction for $456,000. 1818, James Monroe was president. The United States is 42 years old, and at the Philadelphia Mint, for the very first time, they struck proof quarters. The mintage of proof quarters that year was so small, only 2 examples survive today. One of them is in the Smithsonian Institution. It's not for sale. It never will be for sale. This is the other one. The finest and only available proof 1818 quarter, graded proof 67 by NGC with a green CAC sticker. It served as the plate coin in Ard Browning's 1925 reference on early quarter dollars. One of the most important books ever written on the series. This coin last appeared at public auction 123 years before the sale. There have only been 3 known owners in the entire time. This 1818 capped bust quarter graded proof 67 by NGC sold at auction for $381,875. Only 2 coins left. One of them is the most valuable quarter ever sold at Heritage Auctions. And if you have a coin collection you inherited or a jar of old change you've never sorted through, you need to see this. The 1927 San Francisco minted Standing Liberty quarter, full head designation. If you know anything about the Standing Liberty quarters, you know that the full head is everything. Liberty's head on these coins was almost never struck with full detail. The hair at the temple is the first thing to go weak. Finding a 1927S with full head at any grade is rare. Finding one at mint state 65 or better is almost impossible. According to researcher Ron Guth, there are only 8 full-head 1927S quarters publicly documented at mint state 65 or finer in the entire world. Just 8. This example is the only mint state 65 full-head with a plus designation and a green CAC sticker, the sole finest of its kind. It had been off the market for 16 years before the sale. When coins like this disappear, sometimes they don't show up for decades. This 1927S Standing Liberty quarter sold at Heritage Auctions for $610,000. The year is 1796. George Washington has just finished his second term as president. The United States is 20 years old, and at the Philadelphia Mint, for the very first time in American history, they made $0.25. Total mintage across the entire year, just 6,146 coins. That is all that were ever struck of this design, this denomination, this year. Chief coiner Henry Voigt delivered them to the mint treasurer in 4 batches across 1796. This example was graded mint state 66 by PCGS. It ranks 3rd finest in the condition census. The surfaces show deep violet toning with gold and sea green highlights, proof-like fields that one cataloger described as superb, iridescently toned, almost in gem class. It sold from the Bob R. Simpson collection, one of the greatest private coin collections ever assembled. This 1796 draped bust quarter sold at Heritage Auctions for $1,740,000. 10 quarters, all of them verified, every price from Heritage Auctions, and every single one of them started life as 25 cents. The moral? Check your quarters, check your collections, check every coin jar you've got. You never know what's in there. If this is the kind of content you're looking for, hit that subscribe button. Every video I make is backed by real auction data. No guessing, no made-up numbers, no AI BS. Real prices from real sale. And the playlist for more rare valuable coins, it's linked below. Thanks for watching.